bottom of the screen, kind of in the green status screen, you've got who was the creator, who added the registration, who was the one that updated it, when it was added, when it was updated. Of course, for those of you who use ACEware, a registration from the web would be www.web. Is how that registration was entered. User-defined field on the registration record. Probably the biggest use here is if you do maybe more conference work, you get into date arrival, date departure. Are there any special food items related to their allergies, or do they want fish, chicken, or beef for the banquet? You know, this allows you to set these up. Now again, for those of you in the system, you know that these labels are global for all registrations across the entire Student Manager data set once you've set them up. However, if you're doing ACEware, you can actually have these generic, you know, type 1, type 2, type 3, and for every individual conference you're doing, you can actually have type 1 to be food preference for the social work conference. For the football camp, you might want to set, you might take that same field and you'd put on that field position. And even though, as long as you're evaluating those within a given class, you can break the rules that are normally that say you don't put apples and oranges in the same field. As long as you're doing data analysis within a course at a time, you can get by with that. It's kind of a way to extend the system. Okay, user-defined fields. Who approved this registration? We've jumped on to the other one here. This is useful again, where you've got, if you've got supervisors or foremen or department heads who send people to register in your programs. The who approved allows you to track the sending party and allows you an opportunity to maybe go back and mark it to not the poor Joe who gets sent to a class, but that foreman, that department head, that training director who said, okay, Joe, go over to the university and take this class. So under here, who approved this registration, what you do is if I know that Jeff Brown was sent by Bob Dole, I'm going to look up Dole, O-L-E, there's Bob, and then it'll say approved by Bob Dole. And there are reports in the system that you can actually generate then that would say, show me all of the registrations that Bob Dole approved or that came in through his side, and be able to then send a note, Bob, thank you for sending 30 people to our classes. Would like to invite you to lunch, take you to dinner, invite you to meet the president. It allows you an opportunity to go back and try to get some extra business with that particular group.